What if I told you that right now, in your 20s, you're making 5 silent decisions? Decisions that will either build you a 7-figure net worth by 40 or leave you broke, bitter, and wondering where it all went wrong. The scariest part? You probably don't even know you're making them. But by the end of this video, you will. And that knowledge might just be the difference between living life entirely on your terms and living paycheck to paycheck forever. Stick with me, because mistake number 3 sends a cold chill down the spine of even the most confident earners. Your 20s are the financial foundation decade, the one chapter of life where time is your ultimate superpower, a gift so potent that billionaires would trade their entire fortunes just to be 25 again with $100. But most people treat this decade like an endless house party that will never get shut down by the cops. Quick, honest question. Do you know what the average 25-year-old American spends more on each month? Streaming subscriptions and food delivery, or building wealth? I'll give you a second. It's not even close. We're talking an average of $300 a month evaporating into content and convenience. That's a first-class ticket to Brokeville, with a permanent layover in regret. But here's the truth they never tell you. It's not the lattes. It's the invisible mindset mistakes that truly burn futures to the ground. Today, I'm handing you a financial map of the 5 landmines buried in your 20s. This is a 3-part journey. First, we'll expose the traps. Then, we'll disarm them one by one. And finally, I'll hand you the master key that locks in your wealthy lifestyle forever. This is your confrontation with the enemy you can't see. Let's step into the minefield. Mistake number 1, the silent wealth killer, lifestyle inflation. You land your first big promotion. That $45,000 salary jumps to $65,000, maybe $75,000. Feels like hitting the jackpot, right? So, what's your first move? You upgrade the apartment, you lease a BMW you can barely pronounce, and you start brunching at spots where the avocado toast costs more than your hourly wage was last year. This is lifestyle creep. It's the financial equivalent of quicksand. It looks like progress, but it's pulling you under. Here's the fear trigger. A staggering 40% of Americans earning over 6 figures still live paycheck to paycheck. Imagine being 35, making great money, yet one minor emergency away from disaster. That's the destination lifestyle inflation buys you. And think that new German sedan impresses people? Nobody cares. Everyone else is too busy hyperventilating over their own car payment to notice yours. You're not buying status, you're renting anxiety. The fix is brutally simple and extremely rare. Save at least 50% of every single raise you ever get. Keep your expenses anchored to that old, broke college student version of yourself for as long as humanly possible. That is how you build the gap between what you earn and what you spend, the raw material of wealth. But even if you dodge lifestyle inflation, there's a silent assassin that erodes wealth even faster, a mistake that 68% of 20-somethings are actively making right now, powered by the most dangerous 4-letter word in finance. We're exposing it next. Mistake number 2, waiting to invest. The soon trap. That 4-letter word I mentioned? It's soon. I'll start investing soon. I'll open a Roth IRA soon. I just need to do more research. Meanwhile, your cash sits in a checking account earning a soul-crushing 0.01% interest, silently bleeding its value to inflation every single day. Let me hit you with a dose of fear and excitement at the exact same time. If you invest just $300 a month starting at age 25 and earn an average market return of 8%, by 65, you will have over $1 million. Wait just 5 years. Start at 30? You'll have roughly $670,000. That's a $330,000 mistake, born purely from procrastination. Time is the one multiplier you can never earn back. Quick, without looking at your banking app, what's your savings account? APY. If you don't know it, it's probably 0.01%, which in financial terms is a slow-motion leak you're paying the bank for the privilege of holding your own money. Be smarter. Use advantaged accounts like a Roth IRA or snag that 401k match. It's free money your employer is begging to give you. But mistake number 2 is just the appetizer. Mistake number 3 is the predator that keeps people broke, even when they earn big, and it's lurking in your pocket right now, disguised as plastic convenience. Do not go anywhere. Mistake number 3, the high-interest debt spiral. Credit card debt is a predatory, high-interest monster that feasts on your future income while you sleep. The average credit card interest rate right now? Over 22%. Let that number sink in. Carry a balance of just $5,000, making only the minimum payment, and it will take you over 20 years to pay off, costing you north of $8,000 in interest alone. That's $8,000 that could have become $30,000 in the market. You aren't just wasting money, you're actively mortgaging your own freedom. The urgency here is brutal. Your 20s are the decade to build a pristine credit score and a debt-free launchpad. Because once you hit your 30s with a debt anchor chained to your ankle, those wealthy lifestyle dreams don't just stall, they sink. Did you know that the credit card industry has an inside term for people who pay off their balance in full every month? They call them deadbeats. The banks hate responsible people. So be a proud deadbeat. Pay your statement in full, automate it, and if you can't, those cards don't leave a frozen block of ice in your freezer until you can. But what about the mistake that completely blindsides you? The one that even financially savvy people overlook until it's far too late? It's the invisible trap that can wipe out every single gain you've made in a single catastrophic moment. You'll want to see this one coming. Mistake number 4, living without a safety net. A gut-wrenching 56% of Americans cannot cover a $1,000 emergency with savings. So what happens when the car transmission grenades itself? Or a medical bill blindsides you? They swipe that 22% credit card, or worse, raid their 401k. Both are financial suicide. An emergency fund of 3 to 6 months of essential expenses isn't a boring suggestion from a textbook. It's your financial seatbelt. Picture this. You're 28, you've just moved to a new city for your dream job. The company does a surprise round of layoffs. You have zero savings. The gut-twisting stress of selling your possessions, breaking your lease, moving back in with your parents. All of that independence and momentum shattered. That is the cost of no safety net. Build that fund before you invest aggressively, and you'll sleep like a baby in a world of chaos. You're bulletproof. Now, the final mistake is the one that quietly chains you to a 9-to-5 forever, even if your finances look perfect on paper. It's the biggest wealth multiplier you're completely ignoring. I'll reveal it next, and it ties directly into a video you absolutely must watch. Mistake number 5, neglecting your greatest asset, you. Your income is your most powerful wealth-building tool, period. Yet so many people in their 20s stop learning the second they snag the diploma. They don't negotiate salaries, they don't upskill, they don't build a side hustle. They simply trade time for a fixed amount of money without a growth plan. Listen closely. A 20% increase in your income, invested and compounded, can slash years off your journey to millionaire status. The difference between investing $500 a month and $800 a month over a career can be well over $500,000. Imagine doubling your income by 30. You're no longer just avoiding mistakes. You're on offense, building real, accelerating wealth. That degree hanging on your wall isn't a golden ticket. It's just the cover of the book. You still have to write every single page. So treat your career like a high-growth stock you're constantly buying more of. Invest in certifications, communication skills, high-value trades, whatever makes you irreplaceable. Now you've dodged all 5 landmines, but one weapon renders them all obsolete if you wield it correctly: compounding. I have a video that will rewire your brain on money, showing you how pocket change transforms into empires. Congratulations. You just armed yourself with the blueprint to avoid the 5 deadliest financial mistakes of your 20s. But knowledge without action is a supercar with no engine. You need the power that accelerates everything you just learned. That power is compound interest. I've created an unmissable video breaking down the mind-bending math of compounding, showing you exactly how a handful of dollars a day snowballs into a mountain of wealth. Trust me, after watching it, you will never look at a $5 coffee the same way again. Hit subscribe and start building the wealthy lifestyle you didn't just dream about, you've now engineered. Your future self is already thanking you. Now go make your money work as hard as you do.